A Range Rover leaking oil, spots underneath. This is a common occurrence, and we just want to show you what we've got today in OGS Mechanics. Hi, I'm George, and this is OGS Mechanics Workshop. We've got a Range Rover Vogue 4.4 diesel engine, and guess what? It has an oil leak. Now, we've seen it so often. It's on the V8, on the V6, oil leak. And it's commonly wrongly diagnosed, saying that it could be the sump gasket, it could be the rear oil seal. But in reality, what it is, it's exactly this part. This is the oil filter housing that integrates also the engine breather. It's all an assembly with EGR cooler. Massive, massive assembly. And this sits in between the cylinder heads. And obviously, because it has pressure, oil pressure running through and coolant, it could both be subject to oil leak and coolant leak. But what we want to show you is here the coolant leak. Very, very often, like I said, on those engines, also the V6. And if you come here, we already stripped it, and this oil filter housing sits in between the head. Let me try to get some light in to have a good understanding. So you see, in here, this is where the breather sits inside, and on those holes, it's where the oil pressure gallery are. And over the time, the gaskets, they do wear out, and eventually they fail, allowing the oil to escape. And if you look, the oil leaks just on the top of the block and going down in between the gearbox and the engine. And when you look from underneath, you believe that it comes from the sump or even from the rear oil seal. But when in reality the problem comes from the top, the oil cooler housing. Very, very common. Those are the gaskets that they have to be replaced. They are metal gaskets. They do wear over the time, and there's no other option other than replace with new parts, which we all have available. Also, a good tip, when you get to do this job, you've got very, very good access to replace the glow plugs. Even if they're not faulty, if you do this job at I don't know, mileage over 60,000 miles, it's well worth it. Have them removed, because now there's so much space, make the job a lot easier. If you have to do the glow plugs afterwards, when there is no access, it's a very difficult job, a lot of labor time to be spent again. So this is the fix for the oil leak on Range Rovers, and also an advice to have the glow plugs done at the same time. Again, glimpse in OGS Mechanics Workshop, one stop for all your vehicle need. See ya.